Hello guys, it's me teacher Rui again. Today we're going to work with the session 8. On this session it will check 3 points. First is the pronunciation blend sound. Then we're going to make the review for the previous homework, diving with sharks. And at the end I'm going to explain you the new homework, diving dentist, okay? So let's going to start with pronunciation blend sound. How it works. If you remember, we were working with some sounds, okay? So for the pronunciation blends at the end of the words. In English, it's common to join the sounds at the end of a word with the sounds at the beginning of the next word. It's commonly referred to as linking sounds, joining sounds, or connected speech. How this works? Well, on English, it's common that sometimes, or most of the time, you match the sound for one word to the next one, okay? This can be confusing, especially since the words sound different than when they are pronounced on their own, compared to when they are used in a sentence. There are many different ways to link sounds together. The main forms are consonant to vowel or consonant to consonant. What it means is, well, you have a word that ends in a consonant and you're going to link it with a vowel, or in the other case, one word that ends with a consonant and the next word starts with a consonant. So when the first word ends with a consonant sound and the second word starts with a vowel sound, the consonant sound is typically moved forward to the next word. Here are a few examples of linking consonant to vowel sounds in a connected speech. So, the examples, if you check, here we have, he should stop it. That's how we should read it. But in English, most of the time, we link the sounds like this. He should stop it. If you check, I join the sounds. Then, the next example, it says, I will read a book. So, once you have a fluent English, you will match the sound like, I will read a book. Okay? So, what do we have next? Geminates are double consonant sounds. When the first word ends with and the second word begins with the same or similar consonant sound, it's called geminates. This causes the speaker to hold the sound for a long period, but before releasing it. Here are some examples of connected speech with double consonant sounds. Here we have the examples. Well, imagine that we have one word that finishes with a letter K and the next one starts with the letter C. That is a K sound. So, look at the dark clouds in the sky. That's how we should read. But normally, on the connected speech, if you check here, we match the sounds. Look at the dark clouds in the sky. The second one, you must talk to your brother. You must talk to your brother. It was a fast trip. It was a fast trip. He had a bad day. He had a bad day. Photo of the animals just went. Photo of the animals just went. Okay? So it's normal, commonly, that you will find these words and you should start linking the sounds. Okay? So next. Okay? You have studied the blend SK, ST, and the NT at the end of the words. Now, in the article that we check on the video, find the two words with these endings. Ready? Did you find it? Okay, so which words were on the reading? Photo of the animal just went. If you check, it's photo of the animal just went. Here's the the sound that we need to blend. The second word is they're beautiful, powerful, and intelligent, and it erasers. They are beautiful, powerful, and intelligent, and erasers. Okay. So these are little examples to how to blend or match sounds. Okay. It's commonly used on speech. So here we have more words in order that you can practice by yourselves. Then what do we have? Again, we're going to work with past continuous versus a simple past. Remember, we have been working with this structure since one unit before, and we're going to continue using it. So this is a little review about the past continuous versus simple past. Okay? So check this. Read the following sentence. Brewer dived into the ocean. A great white shark suddenly appeared. Here we have a question. Was Brewer still in the ocean when the shark appeared? Yes or no? Look carefully here. Brewer dived into the ocean, it's the first sentence, and the second sentence it says, a great white shark suddenly appeared. Did you get it? The answer is yes. Remember, we have an action that it's interrupted by the other action, okay? So, if we combine the sentences with a past continuous and simple past, the sentence, how it will become the sentence? You need to answer this. You can use your your notebook. So this is for you. Okay. Then what do we have next? Okay. What's the difference between in and into? Into shows the action of moving into the ocean. In shows the person is in the ocean. So here you have two pictures. So for example, into, this is into. The guy is moving into the ocean, and in, it's someone that it's already stepped or inside from the sea, okay? Then what do we have? Yes, we have writing. If you remember, on the video, we were talking about the writings, about something, yes, about the risk you took. So, what do you need to do for the writing? This should be on your notebook. Remember, all the writings and all the worksheets that you have, you need to deliver at the end of the course. As soon as we get to the class, you need to provide us in order to check it. Okay, so here are the steps that we need to do in order to make this writing. Remember, for the writing, should be at least one paragraph. No sentence. It's a story that you're going to write about. So, first, you need to identify the following information on the example that you check on the video. First, what happened? If you check in between the parentheses, we have went rock climbing for the first time. The second thing that you need to do for your writing is what the person did. Thought about giving up, but didn't it. Then, whether it was worth it. It was worth it? Yes, because it's not scared anymore. And the last one is worth something has enough value to do even though it's difficult. So, in this point, what do you need to do? You only need to describe if it has value or not, okay? So, now, let's going to check our review. If you remember, our last homework, it was diving with sharks, it was a reading, and you answer some questions. This homework, it was from May 14 to May 16. So here we have the first round. So for the reading comprehension question that we have there, the first one, it says, who does Sylvia currently work with? And we have three options: the US government, Google, or an oil company. So the correct answer, it was Google. That was the example that I provide you. So for the second one, it says, when did she first go to the Gulf of Mexico? The answer is in the 1950s. For question number 3, what was the percentage of animal life had disappeared from the Gulf of Mexico by the year 2000? The correct answer, 90%. Question number 4, when was there a big oil disaster in the Gulf of Mexico? The correct answer is 2010. Then, question number 5, which of these statements about Sylvia is not true? The statement that it was not true is the one that we have here on bold. She does one of her favorite activities in her work. Question number 6. What does she say about her first experience of the sea? The correct answer, she was afraid of the waves. Question number 7. The work that Sylvia is currently doing, its base, the answer is in the Gulf of Mexico. Question number 8. According to Earl, 60 years ago, the correct answer, it was difficult to imagine that the oceans were in danger. And the last question, number 9, which statement is not true? Okay, the answer, we get resources we need from the sea. Okay, then if you remember, we had an exercise about past simple versus past continuous, right? So if you check, we have this little box, and you need to complete it with the verbs in braces or in brackets, using the proper tense. So for the number 1, we have there play. So the correct answer, it was were playing. The children were playing in the park when it started to rain. Why? Because here we have the simple past. So the other word is yes, with past continuous. So number 2, I was watching, here's the past continuous, I was watching a movie when I noticed him standing outside. For number 3, she arrived when I or what? No, I was having a bath, so I couldn't answer the door. Remember, when we use this, it's because one action was interrupted by another one. Okay, so in this case, which it was the action that it was interrupted? Was having a bath. Okay, so number 4, here we have the verb see, and if you check here, we have was shopping. So the sentence is, I saw a famous celebrity when I was shopping on Oxford Street yesterday. Number 5, she was drinking too much, so she fell. I hope she learned her lesson. Number 6, Charlie was hiding in my wardrobe when Lola found him. She screamed. Here's the past. Number 7, the computer, the answer is broke. The computer broke when I was checking my bank balance. Here is the past continuous, was checking. Number 8, she was smiling until the terrible singer. Check, here is the the past continuous. She was smiling until the terrible singer came on stage. Number 9. I was living in Cape Town when Michelle Obama visited. Okay, here's the past. And the last one, my parents were watching me carefully, but my brother distracted them so I could sneak out the window. So, were watching is the past continuous and distract it's the past. Okay? So, now what do we have? Okay, now we have the new homework. Diving dentist. This homework is for May 18 to May 20. So, first, as usual, we have a little reading. It's about the diving dentist. If you check the title, it says that it has removed 250 hooks from Caribbean reef sharks. What it means reef? Arrecife. Okay? So, what do you need to do? You need to read carefully this extract of the reading, and then we're going to answer the questions that we have here. So, for the first part of the homework, we have this. Read the article and choose the correct answer to complete the statements. I will help you with the first one. The article is about what? A shark attack? A shark dentist? Or a dangerous sharks? The correct answer is letter B, a shark dentist. So you need to complete the following questions. So for the second part of the homework, complete the sentence with the correct form of the verb. What are we gonna do here? We're going to use past simple and past continuous. Okay, so the first one I will help you with that. First we have he, in parentheses we have cross the road when I, and then we have see him. So which is the answer? Yes, he was crossing the road when I saw him. Okay, so you need to complete the next ones. And okay, we have this part, the exercise number 3. Correct one mistake in each sentence. Each sentence has a mistake, so we need to find it and correct it. Please, rewrite the sentence, the correct sentence. Okay, so first we have, I'm gonna help you with this. I am reading a book when my mom arrived. Did you get it? Okay, here's the mistake. The correct answer is I was reading a book when my mom arrived. Okay, you need to do the same for the following exercise. Okay, and guess what? As usual, guys, be safe. Stay at home. Remember, don't forget to wash your hands. Always wash your hands. Most of the time that you can do it, it's better for you. And see you next class. Oh, on the description of this video, you will find the worksheet for this homework. Peace out, guys.